Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Eclihpse, and today we will be going over the brand new balance changes coming to Clash Royale. So these balance changes were released yesterday, but I was a bit busy, so I just figured I would tell you guys about them today. So with that being said, let's get right on into today's video. And if you're curious where I'm reading all this information from, if you guys open up Clash Royale, then go to your clan mail, you will see a message from Clash Royale, and basically I'm getting all of the information from there. And if you guys would like to read more in depth, all you'll have to do is click the link down in the description below, and that will take you to the official Clash Royale website. So the first thing you're gonna see once you're on here is a change coming to the skeleton army. So basically the skeleton army now holds one more skeleton. To be completely honest, I don't see this being too major. I mean, the skeleton army as it is right now isn't too deadly. Most people have arrows or some sort of splash damage unit, so honestly, as long as you have something to distract the skeleton army, most of the times it's not too effective, so I don't see this being too big of a change. And if we scroll down to the next bullet point, this one is coming to the Goblin Barrel, and basically the Goblin Barrel now costs 3 elixir and it used to be 4, and this one right here is kind of scaring me because as it is right now in Clash Royale, if the enemy throws down a Goblin Barrel, that's 4 elixir, so if you use arrows to counter that, you basically get a positive elixir trade. But now since the Goblin Barrel is gonna be 3, if someone uses a Goblin Barrel and you use arrows to counter, then it's kind of like an even elixir trade, and it's gonna be kind of harder to get an elixir advantage, I guess. So I think I'll be using the Goblin Barrel more often after this update, but this right here is definitely a big change. And then after this change, we also have another giant change, and this one is coming to the giant skeleton. So basically the giant skeleton will do 20% more damage, and he will be able to one-hit goblins. Now the giant skeleton's bomb won't do any more damage, but his melee or his like fisting strategy, that right there is what will be doing more damage. And like I said, he will be able to one-hit kill goblins, so that's definitely gonna make him a lot better. And if we scroll down to the next point, the Dark Prince now has an 8% damage increase, and this right here is a pretty significant factor because in the previous update or the previous balance change, they made the Prince and the P.E.K.K.A really overpowered, and now they're buffing the Dark Prince again. So basically P.E.K.K.A Prince is gonna be absolutely overpowered from here on out. If you're good with that strategy, you're pretty much gonna be unstoppable. After the Dark Prince, we now have a change coming to the Bomber, and the Bomber will be doing 9% more damage. Right now I use the Bomber to take out barbarians, and as I was saying, he's a pretty damn good card, so the fact that they're making him even better, I'm not even mad. As long as people don't annoy me with him, I will be perfectly happy. Like, in the current state of Clash Royale, not many people run the Bomber, and honestly he's a really good card as it is, so the fact that they're making him better, that makes me happy. The next change is coming to the Wizard, and he will be able to attack faster, and this change kind of annoys me a little bit, but since they're increasing his time by just 0.1 seconds, I don't really think that's going to be too much of a deal. So with that being said, let's move on over to the next change, and this one is coming to the Infernal Tower. So the Infernal Tower is getting an increase in hit points, but don't worry, because what will be happening is if you freeze or zap an Infernal Tower, its charge, it's like laser beam, is gonna reset. So basically right now in Clash Royale, if the Infernal Tower is targeting a giant, for example, and you zap it, the Infernal Tower will just stop for a second, but once the zap wears off, the Infernal Tower will still have all of its charge still set up and nothing will be reset. But once this update drops, if you zap the Infernal Tower, he will have to charge up from the beginning again. I hope that made sense. It might have sounded a bit confusing, but let's just move on to the next change, and this is coming to the Elixir Collector. So it says it is now affected by slowing and speed up effects. So basically you can use spells to alter the production of the Elixir Collector. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be too big of a deal, so let's move on to the last two things. The first thing being the Tombstone. The Tombstone has a 9% increase in health, and they said they want the Tombstone to be an alternate to the cannon, but I'm not too sure how well this is gonna work out. People like the cannon because it has range and it's kind of easy to take stuff out, but the Tombstone just isn't too effective most of the time, so I'd like to see how this one really works out. Watch the Tombstones become like the most overpowered troop in Clash of Clans or something. Moving on to the final thing in this update, bomb towers now have 6% more hit points. Basically, no one uses bomb towers past like 2,000 or 3,000 1,000 trophies, so they're just trying to get more people to use them, I guess. But if you guys are low in trophies and you keep finding spawner users, bomb towers are literally going to be your best friend. So guys, this has been Eclihpse, and this is everything that is coming out in this new update. But please, down in the comment section below, let me know what you are most excited for. Personally, I'm really happy about the Goblin Barrel. I can't wait to get using that again. I don't know how effective it'll be, but I do think it will be some fun to give a go. And guys, please pause the video, leave a comment, and tell me what you are most looking forward to. But guys, like I said, this has been Eclihpse. This is everything I do have for today's video, and peace out.